Ciao everybody, this is Roz Carreri with Nona's Italian Kitchen. Today we're going to make a delicious lemon bread pudding with limoncello sauce. You're just going to love this. Okay, let's start by gathering our ingredients. First you're going to need whole milk, heavy cream, eggs, butter, sugar, powdered sugar, limoncello, lemon extract, lemon juice and zest, candied lemon peels, and raspberries. You'll need to have 1 Italian Colomba dove cake in any flavor, particularly lemon or plain, 4 large or jumbo eggs, the juice and zest of 1 lemon, and half a cup of candied lemon peel. You'll need 1 stick of butter or half a cup, 1.5 to 2.5 cups of powdered sugar, and 1.5 cups of regular sugar, 2 cups of whole milk, and you need 2 cups of heavy cream, a half a cup of limoncello, 1/4 cup lemon juice plus 2 teaspoons of lemon extract, and 2 cups of fresh raspberries. Okay, let's begin by slicing the dove cake in about 1.5 to 2-inch slices. Now there's a paper wrapping around the bottom and the sides. This is what the cake bakes in, and we'll remove those once we make these slices. You'll notice that this bread or cake is extremely moist and very, very tender. Just keep on slicing in a vertical manner, and then we will slice them into cubes. The pan is very sticky and sticks to the bread, and it kind of pulls a little bit of the bread off, but that's okay. Go ahead and continue to pull the bread wrap off. And you can see the little bits of lemon filtering through the bread. So this is going to be quite the lemony flavored bread pudding. And then there's a lovely glaze that we pour over it after the bread pudding has baked. Now what you see on the top of this cake is a layer of chocolate icing with some white sugar crystals. After I've done these cubes, I just took a knife and just scraped off the top layer of chocolate. Now that you've done the vertical slices, take each one and cut them into cubes. Again, about 2 inches. So we're almost done with the cube slicing. And you want to get a nice baking sheet, a baking pan, and layer the bread cubes all over in a single layer. The reason why we do this is because we want to stale or dry out the bread cubes and let them set out overnight. Now you need a 9 by 13 baking dish, and you want to place all of the bread cubes that have dried overnight all over the pan. And squish them all together because you want them to be tight and compact when you spoon out the bread pudding. Let's prepare the custard next. In a large mixing bowl, add the milk, and then add the cream, and then add the sugar. After the sugar is added, add the candied lemon peel. And now add the lemon extract. And in a small to medium-sized bowl, add 3 eggs. And add a 4th egg of just the egg whites alone. Don't throw the egg yolk away. You're going to need it for the glaze. And now whisk them very thoroughly so that they're nicely combined. And now add the eggs and then 1 egg white to the milk, cream, and lemon mixture, giving it a nice thorough whisk so that everything is well blended. And now pour the custard over the dried out bread cubes. Smash it down a little bit. There's plenty of room, and this will flatten out as it bakes. Now bake it in a 350-degree Fahrenheit or 175-degree Celsius oven for 1 hour. When you remove it from the oven, check to see if it's done enough for you. If it's not firm enough, put it back in the oven for another 15 to 20 minutes. While the bread pudding is baking, let's make the limoncello sauce. In a small saucepan, melt 1 stick of butter, and then you're going to add your powdered sugar. Now this is so lemony that we decided it needed another cup of powdered sugar. Now continue to stir, and it's going to thicken as it sets on the heat. Now do you remember that egg yolk that you had set by? Now's the time to add it into the glaze or the limoncello sauce. And since this is called limoncello sauce, it's time to add the limoncello. Give it a nice stir, and then get your zester out and zest 1 lemon. And then with a bench scraper, take it to the saucepan. Just look how golden yellow this sauce is turning. Now you want to take a nice sharp knife and cut 1 lemon in half, and then squeeze it between your fingers to catch the seeds. Now you can also use a lemon juicer. So stir thoroughly, and it's going to begin to thicken nicely. Keep stirring until your preferred thickness. Remove the bread pudding from the oven and let it set. Slice the bread pudding and put it on some really nice plates for serving. Pour the limoncello sauce all over the top. Sprinkle some powdered sugar for garnish, and scatter some beautiful red raspberries on top. Buon Appetito! Thanks for watching today. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Ciao!